Welcome back to What RG Nibs with General Disturbance. This is the Su-14-2, otherwise known as the school bus. It's the Tier 8 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Cliff under the command of Frankston 1848 of the TLG clan. Well, as you may know, we do have another player who is a member of the TLG clan as well, and it seems that What RG Nibs members actually invite their friends to actually appear on the channel as well, and we're very welcome. They're very welcome to appear because some of these replays are very, very good indeed. It's a chance for everyone to shine and show what they can do, strut their stuff. Okay, well, he's aiming towards the south pass to start with, waiting for an enemy tank to turn up. Bound to be one. It's a 203mm howitzer, capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm of pen, 10.4 meters on the burst radius, so it's quite big, and between 12.5 and 28 seconds of stun. There is an enemy tank trying to go up the hill, and he's dialing in on the Shah Future. Can he get around in there? Yes, he can. In fact, he's got a little red line starting on the vehicle. Oh, beautiful shot! First shot penetrates the Shah Future 4 for 1,016 hit points. That guy's not going to be happy, but there's not a lot he can do about it. In fact, even while he's suffered a serious loss of hit points, he's continuing to attack RG-Saw. Unfortunately, he takes him down. In fact, it wasn't him who got the kill. It was the Su-130PM in the end. But that guy must be hurting. He's got another lineup. Yep, he's now lined up on the Wizzy. The Shah decided against going up the hill, but the round goes in. Now, it does stun him because he moved out the way just in time to avoid that shot. So, what can I tell you about the Su-14-1? Well, it was actually built from a T-35 heavy tank with plenty of bits of T-28 in there as well. They were trying to, create a Frankenstein's monster. The T-35 is a very big and very long tank. In fact, it was not the correct ratio of length to width, which made it very difficult to move about. The Soviets liked the T-35 because it was so big and monstrous, but it wasn't a good tank. In fact, it did make a good command tank, only because it had plenty of room in it. Perfect shot, takes out the Skoda T-56. He only gets 200 hit points, but the guy had been badly damaged. And that shot, well, that takes out one of their stronger heavy tanks. So they cobbled together the bits of the T-35 and the T-28 in 1934, and they came up with the original Su-14-1. And that was basically a heavy tank designed arty with a rather big howitzer on it. But they only built 2 prototypes. And the guy who actually designed it, who put it together, unfortunately got arrested by the Soviets for political shenanigans. And he was sent to the Gulag, and therefore the vehicles he built were just put into storage. Come the Winter War in 1939-1940, they decided to take it out of storage and use it. And they did use it. But they actually wanted to improve it as well. So they changed the howitzer, and they also put a cabin around the actual vehicle to protect the crew from small arms fire and shell splinters. And that's when it became the Su-14-2, because they also installed a radio as well so it could communicate. In fact, during the Second World War, the Patriotic War, as the Soviets would call it, it actually operated from Kubinka, where it was being stored. So it was actually firing on the Germans from the same place it was being kept in the garage. Oh, another splash kill! The Wizzy 132 bites the dust. That's the second kill of the game. Ooh. Unfortunately, they just killed our Shah Future 4, but in response, we got their Type 50... Was it the Type 51 that died? Sometimes I need to have my glasses handy. Okay, he's loaded, but there's no target up there. But there is down on the western pass. It's a T-103. But the closer that guy gets to the rock, the more difficult it gets to get a shot on him. But this guy, oh, well, that was pretty sudden. That was an SU-130PM finishing off their TS-54 with one short shot. So it was the Su-14-1 based at Kubinka, firing on the Germans from where it was based. And funnily enough, it hasn't moved very far since, actually, because it's still in the museum at Kubinka, and there's still one in perfect condition. The thing was so big that they had to actually have recoil spades, which would dig into the ground, of course, to transfer all the recoil. And they had to disconnect the suspension, because if they didn't, it would break the suspension and the thing wouldn't be able to move afterwards. So, yes, if you ever see pictures of the, in a lot of cases in artillery, even modern day artillery, they have to engage the spades to actually to transfer the recoil. And in some of the older artillery, if you ever see some of the Second World War pictures, you'll see the crew busily disconnecting suspension systems to ensure that they don't bust their suspension, they can't move out of there afterwards. Well, we're one up on the enemy at the moment. Still 6 enemies out there. It looks like it was a short numbers game. Loaded again. Now he's going to hold on and wait until the Shah Future or the Su-130PM pops up. They are down there. And it's very likely that they're going to try on that corner to try and get shots at the TS-54 up near the center. Oh, you can see distraction going on. So there's somebody down there and a tree just moved. So, yep, somebody is down there at this moment trying to get shots on our guy. I think he's actually probably bang on target, but he might want to move the aim just a little way back. The enemy RT in this game is an M40, M43, and we haven't heard from him during the game. I guess he's having exactly the same problem. Lack of spots. There he is. It's the Su-130PM. Rouse out. Oh, another penetrating shot, and he goes down to a shot from our T-103 up in the sniper's nest. Another good kill. He took most of the hit points, made it an easy kill for his teammate. Of course, that's what happens a lot of time in the game. If an RT is actually on the ball, they will actually be stripping away the hit points of a lot of the enemy tanks and leaving these tanks as a one-shot for their teammates to actually wipe them out in quick order. And now we've got another one, the Shah Future, but we're not fully dialed in yet, and he's reluctant to shoot. He is loaded, lining up. You can see he was trying to chase the aim there. Oh, we just saw some distraction going on around the corner. So, yes, he's still there. He's just sitting on the corner in safety. Our TS-54 is moving to a position where he can get a shot. And he's had to come around this side. Now, is he going to slow down? He's turning around to engage that guy. So if we can get him on the corner. Oh, he fires in. And it was a good guess that he would go to the corner. He didn't. He actually is sitting back. Yes, I've said many times before, the easier way to do it is actually to predict exactly where they are going, move the aim to that, and then let it settle in. And then if the enemy drives towards that spot, then you're fully dialed in, ready to go. He's not loaded yet, but he will be momentarily. And that Shah Future 4 looks a tasty morsel for Prankster. I think he's likely to get him. Let it settle. He wants to see the guy, but where's that guy going to go and get spotted? Well, he's going to go to the corner. There he is, because we've got a couple of tanks on the way in who are going to come to that corner. So he's going to be a few moments away from spotting him by proximity. They're close. If he's around the corner, where would he be? Well, it looks like he's gone around the other side of the rocks. In fact, he's gone a long way away, but now we can hit him. Rounds out. And another kill! 172 this time. Our teammates hit him, made him vulnerable, and Prankster finished him off. 3 kills now. He's the lead scorer in the game. He hasn't even had to move for counter battery because nobody's actually trying any. It might be that the enemy RT is inexperienced, but he does have a kill, so he must know how to do it. He's changing the angle so he can get a better shot on that T-103, but a number of enemy tanks. Oh, they got AFKs. We've got a Progetto. The M40 sitting in the corner. He's been spotted. He's not camouflaging himself. Rounds out on the Progetto. Direct hit for 449. Good shot. He's taking fire. We're getting stun assist. Long stun, which is really useful. And he gets the rest of it as stun assist. There's only 3 enemies left. We know where the RT was seen. Can match him on the mini-map, so he must have pulled back amongst the bushes and the trees. If he didn't, he's very foolish. And there might be somebody up there, because somebody just fired a shell into the sniper's nest area. So it's almost a certainty that there's somebody behind that rock. And we're at an angle where we can get a shot in that direction. Yep, shells are going up there, so they must think there's somebody shooting at them from that height. Just hasn't been spotted. He's using that bush for cover. Getting close to time. Notice how he's actually saying to his teammates, ready to fire. So he's trying to tell them, prompt them, come on, I've got a shell in the breach. I'm ready to go. There was somebody up there. It was Anudes, and he's out the game. So that's who they were trying to hit. That means now there's only 2 left, the T-103 and the RT. And there's the RT. Rounds out. And another kill. 154. 4 kills now. There's only 1 enemy left, the T-103. We know where he was last seen, down by the Western Pass. Prankster moved. Oh, and he's been spotted. And that was the end of the game. He's out the game. In the garage. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Prankster 1848 in the Su-14-2. He managed to get a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12, and he also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually got 4 exactly. And if we look at the team score, we can see that the highest damage was the Charfuture 4 on the enemy team, 3,966 hit points. So that's the reason he was moving about a lot. He was an experienced player, and he was trying to pick the best angles to get shots on our teammates. The second highest damage was to Prankster. Yes, 3,400 hit points. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the T-103 on the enemy team, the last enemy alive, 2,619 hit points to him. When it came to kills, Prankster got that one, 4 kills to him, 3 kills to the Udas 03, 2 kills went to the GSAW 1006, and on the enemy team, there's Charfuture 4. And when it came to base XP, yeah, he's got that one too, so he's got the top in 2 columns, just missed out on the third one. 1,131 base experience points. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base, with 869 going to the Udas and 844 going to the GSAW. He fired 10 rounds, so very low amount of rounds, but there wasn't a huge number of enemy in that game. 5 direct hits, 2 penetrating shots, and 7 splash. 3,400 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Now, we know which ones he actually penetrated. The Charfuture 4 was the first one. First shot, penetrates the guy. It was a perfectly accurate shot. Went right into the guy. He was hiding behind the rock, but no, that was no protection. Shell came in from above, went right through his vehicle. The second one he penetrated was the Su-130 PM, and of course, he was trying to shoot from the little hilltop, and he took a round right through him as well, because they've got paper-thin armor, so they're very vulnerable to any artillery round. So, nice shot on that one too. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, 791 hit points with a stun assist of 5 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made 79,383 credits profit from that one, including a personal missions payout of 50,000. And he also took away 6,788 experience points out of it as well. So a really good game, nice ace tanker. He didn't get a huge amount of stun assists as we thought, but he was getting huge amounts of damage, and that ended up with the ace in the end. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.